Matt, you actually want to post in Discord in the announcements and just say that we're live?
Absolutely.
Because I got my phone. I'm sharing my screen. We're beat when it comes to that. Oh, here we go.
Look at this.
He's got the background going.
Well, this is a real background. This is them in my. This is real.
You know it's real. I was actually talking to Carlos last night, dude. I might rent a townhouse. Dude, Furnish Finder is the best website ever.
Is it not amazing?
Dude, I can't even thank you enough. I'm about to send you a gift, honestly, for this site. Dude, because I'm about to rent a townhouse in Park City in Utah for like a month or maybe 2 in the winter, and it's like cheap. It's like $3,000 a month or something. Like
Dude, it's unbelievable.
Airbnb is gonna be like fucking $10,000 to do that.
Dude, Airbnb is the worst. They don't charge any fees or anything like that.
Yeah, dude, it's a blessing, man. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, we've got some ideas. Like I'm actually renting an apartment in Miami for the month of October because I want to see what it's like living more down there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I'm gonna rent it, and yeah, it's just so convenient, dude. Like it's cheap, it's fairly priced, and it's like they're doing it for nurses, so it's not like run by a bunch of weirdos. You know what I mean?
Dude, it's great, man. And just the fact that it's furnished, most people cover the utilities, short term. I mean, it's literally, you can't ask for better.
Dude, straight up. Alright, guys, so we're about to get started. Let me know in the chat if you guys can hear me. We had a big spill when we came in. There was like 200 people in here. That's wild. Jonathan goes, I left Miami. Where'd you go, bro? I'm curious. There's no better place. Miami is crazy. Yeah, so we're going to get started in about a minute here, guys. Just give some people some time to join up. Here, let me go ahead and present. Boom. Tory trades. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys got a sneak peek of the whole thing. All right, so I hope you guys are all doing well. Another month in the books. It's pretty wild to think. Like the months just go by when you're working at TFT, Matt.
It's unbelievable. It's literally unbelievable.
Yeah, you're about what? You started in. So you're almost 7 months in. You're nearly 7 months in. You're like 6.5.
I'm 6.5 months in. It's mind blowing to think that it's only been 6 months.
So new TFT record. We have 207 people on here. That's amazing. Last night we had a lot of people last night too in the AMA. If you guys were in the AMA last night, post in the chat. I want to hear what you guys think about the session. We had what's his name on there? Boston J. I don't even know his first name. He was spilling the beans on there about his trading journey, getting a payout. He said he got a $35,000 payout. He works as an EMT. That's as much as he makes an entire year. He got paid out in 1 month. Oh, you got the TFT swag?
I got the TFT swag. I got the mug over here.
Let's go.
Just repping.
Test round 1. We're about to come out with some new gear, higher quality. You know, we got that's what I call the sleepwear. That's the sleepwear. Yeah.
It's so comfortable. This shirt is one of the most comfortable shirts I've ever worn in my life.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to go for the blend 50/50 polyester cotton, but
So good.
I think the key is 60/40 cotton polyester. 60.
Yeah, you don't want to polyester.
What's up? Shut up, man. You know what the polyester. Apparently, polyester reduces sperm count and test and hair on your chest. So that's all right.
It's an endocrine disruptor.
We'll just eat some. We'll shove some meat in our nose and we'll be okay. Yeah.
Just drink raw cow milk and
Yeah.
sun your genitals.
TFT yacht, TFT cows, TFT farm coming soon. Wait, wait till y'all see this. All right, so we got about 250 people on here right now, and let's just pretty much get into it. So post in the chat where you guys are all calling in from. I want to hear throughout the world where you guys are based at. I know for some of you, it's definitely late, so we appreciate you guys hopping on at this time. And we're pretty much just going to get into it. I mean, we've got a lot to cover. Matt is very kind to have put together this presentation for all of us. And I will say this month, like the past 3 months, has been incredible in terms of growth, in terms of content that we're putting out there, in terms of things that are going on with the community. So as we're going through the webinar, guys, make sure to post on your Instagram story that you're on the webinar and just post a picture of you guys on here. We're going to pick one person to win a 200K challenge. So we're going to do a giveaway, 200K challenge, tag the funded trader on that story post. We're going to repost those, let people know. Take a look at this. Look at all the people from all over the place. I also got kicked out of Discord. If you got kicked out of Discord, that's for good reason. There's a reason you got banned from Discord. You got to just own that. So we got people from all over the world. So community update, August 2022. Let's pretty much get into it. So we're going to cover today's agenda. We're going to just do an overview of the Funded Trader, who we are as a company, what we do. It's important for us to reiterate this literally every single month. August giveaway. So I just mentioned what the rules are for that. So if you guys want to qualify for the giveaway, make sure you get in on there. Big wins. So we're going to cover what are some big wins for this month, some big things going on, product updates, stats and metrics, and then Matt's going to finish it off with the Nobility series. So he's going to cover, like always, one word, one meaning, that you guys should take with you throughout this month, and it's always a powerful statement to end it off. So that being said, let's get into introduction. I'm going to move this down to here. All right, so our vision has always been to provide industry-leading opportunities for successful traders to gain access to additional capital that will allow them to unlock financial freedom. Most of you guys know this. That's the whole point of a prop firm. We believe everyone and anyone in the world can become successful trader through proper education, support, risk management, and community. These are all the pillars of TFT. And I want to reiterate to you guys that this is not easy. What's going on here is definitely not something that is easy to do. Right now we're working with a PR company, and they're like, oh, there's a story, and they want to know quick side hustles that you can make money on. And listen, TFT and getting funded, this is not a side hustle. This is something that you got to be very committed in order to actually take advantage of, and I just want to continue to reiterate that. Through our platform, many have built a trading empire. We welcome you in joining us. So people are getting paid out right now. I was going through it last night. Just in 2022, I believe we have over 50 people who've gotten paid out, over 50K already, maybe more. Don't even quote me on that. So there's a ton of people getting paid out right now, and they're getting paid out very large, more than they're making in their regular job, or maybe they're just full-time with trading, and that's obviously the purpose of all of this. So our mission is to offer world-class technology, exceptional 24/7 support, customer-centric challenges, and become the destination for top talented traders. What I will say, guys, from my own personal experience, I can say this: TFT has had some really good traders come through. I'm not going to lie. There are some actually very talented people, and we want to continue to uncover those people. We're not going to talk about it much on this webinar, but there is something that we're putting together specifically for the funded traders. I feel like no one else in the industry does things specifically for the people that are funded. So we want to create, I'm not going to get too much into what it is. It's going to be called the Gauntlet, but we're going to incentivize people that are funded to really be more professional and give them more opportunities. So that's all I'm going to give you guys for now. More information probably on that will be coming in next month's webinar, but this is our mission, and we are sticking to this, and this has been from pretty much day one. So our core values. So I'm going to leave it off to you, Matt. Do you want to touch on some of these values here?
Yeah, absolutely. So core values, we touch base on these in every single session because they're just very critical to how we operate as an organization. It's essentially our ethos, our code of conduct. And the first one is we're a company anchored in on integrity and transparency. And so every single session we do, we're a real business. We've got real things going on. And so we like to be super transparent with everyone in terms of when We want to celebrate people, celebrate situations, but also when we run into some challenges. And so one of the things I just want to share in terms of this particular core values, we ran into a bit of an intercom issue earlier this month, where one of the accounts somehow got access to other intercom chats. It was very bizarre, where people were like, instead of intercom's intended to be a one-on-one chat with our support team, right? But in this instance, we had multiple people inside of one chat, so it was more of like a one-to-many, and it was just a little bizarre. So we had to work with intercom, we had to work with our developers on that. We were able to get the whole issue resolved. But that was just something that was a bit of a confusing situation, really, for many people. Some people were saying, "Hey, is it hacked?" etc. Intercom wasn't hacked. There was nothing along those lines. We were even concerned, "Hey, did something happen?" It took us almost a day to really understand what was going on, but it was more so on the back end, more of like a plugin setting issue, and we had to just get resolved. Everything's good now. No sensitive data was shared, anything along those lines. But it was just a very interesting situation to wake up to. I'm on the West Coast here in LA, so I'm 3 hours behind. So coming into the day where there's already a fire.
Yeah, that was a fun day. That was a fun day.
It's a good day.
Yeah.
It's a good day. It was a good 2 days. It took a little bit to get everything resolved. But so the point being, guys, is we share these things just to impress upon you that, we really do our best to provide, to fulfill our mission, right? We want to provide world-class technology, 24/7 support, and, things happen. And so we really appreciate the team internally at the Funded Trader being so proactive, but obviously we really appreciate our whole community showing up and working with us as we provide this service and our product offering. So really appreciate that. We're a company with a responsibility to give back to our community. That's definitely something that we take seriously as well. That's why we do these giveaways every single community update. But we also had a community member reach out to us in Discord, letting us know that there was a scam going on. There was a scammer. Someone was basically, offering for $150 to pass, challenges. All you have to do is just buy the challenge account with us, and then you pay him $150. He'll pass it for you. But this person was basically just taking people's money and failing.
Just to comment in here, guys. We took him in the back and beat the crap out of him. That's that's what we did. That's what we did to the scammer. No, there's a lot of this going on. The industry that we're in, there's a lot of people trying to do account management. Right? They're hitting you up in the DMs. People are posing as me. They're sending people messages, trying to get people to invest. And us giving back is not only in doing giveaways, it's trying to absolve the community, try to absolve the industry, at least the part that we obtain of these cruel actors, of these people who are trying to take advantage of people that are in our community who are not acting honestly, that are being dishonest, and that are really trying to take advantage of people. So yeah, that's definitely a big thing that I don't know, Matt, if you want to touch on it a bit more as to like how we handled it, what went on, but I know that was a big deal this month to handle that.
Yeah, so we're constantly monitoring this ourselves. Obviously, we have moderators in Discord, we've got support team members in there. So, Angelo pretty much doesn't sleep. He's in there 24/7. So we've got a lot of people in there monitoring these things, but to your point, Angelo, it's just, we've got, I don't even know how many people we've got now. It's well over 20,000 members. So it's just a lot of conversation happening, but basically we were able to investigate, we have a whole process on our end to start looking at, to basically validate what's happening. And we certainly banned that person, right? So that person's forever banned. We closed all the accounts, etc. But we did have a community member who, we didn't actually discover this on our end first. Initially, we had a community member, part of the TFT tribe, reach out to us and inform us what was going on, and we sent them a reward. We have a vulnerability disclosure program that we offer members of the community certain, monetary rewards, anywhere from $100 all the way up to $1,000 for reporting vulnerabilities with our technology, websites, etc. And it's just an incentive program for us to always ensure that we're as secure as possible. And so we actually gave this person a reward for informing us. And the point of that is twofold. We want people to feel comfortable to reach out to us when they're noticing, the kingdom being under attack. And that's exactly what that is, right? Like, we don't tolerate scammers. We don't tolerate people being toxic inside of our community. But also we want to reward those people who are stepping up and making, the community better. So really just want to share, these two stories because, again, a lot happens in a month. We're going to talk about some really badass things in terms of our wins. But, things happen. Again, we're in a very interesting industry. You guys know that you're in the Discord, you know what's going on, and we just want to be as transparent as possible about how we're handling situations as they come up, what we're doing to resolve them, how we're rewarding people who are helping us out. So those are two big pillars, right, in terms of how we operate as an organization. It always comes back to our leadership style. And the third one is we're a company that pursues excellence and simplicity. And, I think you're going to see in today's presentation examples of, how we're living out and essentially just, living these core values, right? So I don't know, Angela, I don't know if there's anything else you want to share as part of these core values. We talk about them every single time. I love it. It's one of my favorite parts, just to kind of express our culture here and how we think as a business and as leaders. But I'll kind of end it there in terms of the core value section.
Yeah, no, obviously, thank you for going through each of those. And what I will comment on this is we are trying to be the model of consistency. So month to month, we are literally just trying to wake up. We are trying to be disciplined. We're trying to execute at a high level and do the same things over and over again so that we can deliver you guys a high quality product. But as a team, we can also continue to improve, internally. So I think reiterating these core values, I don't want to continue to spend too much time on it, but it is very critical to our company. So moving on to the next slide. August giveaway again. So everybody in the chat, I see people asking all over the place. If you want to get on the giveaway, just post us on your IG story. Take a picture of you on this call right now. Tag the funded trader, and we will get you guys. I also see people commenting about this flood that's going on in Pakistan. We have team members there as well. If any of you are there, I do, wish you guys the best. Like, hopefully there is some help that you guys are able to get in that area. And I don't know if we're going to help out at all with that, but I know that's something that's going on right now, which is pretty unfortunate. So we're going to go through some big wins, major accomplishments for this month. And obviously the biggest thing that we always talk about, because this is the core of the business, is the payouts, right? How many people are getting paid out? This number is increasing like dramatically every single month. Like 2 months ago, or less than 2 months ago, we hit 10 million in payouts lifetime for the company. Now we're at 13 million in payouts. So as we grow, and I'll tell you this, we are growing at an exponential rate. As we grow, more and more people are getting access to opportunities like this. And last night on the AMA, there was actually a very, very cool conversation that we had. There was this trader who just is about to graduate in college, and he found the funded trader 2 months ago, basically found Forex 2 months ago. And he was in a very similar situation to me, graduating, not passionate about his career that he's going into. And he was like, I want to start to make this happen. I want to start to go in this new direction and basically start to bet on himself a bit more. And he found that he was super passionate about trading, engineer by background, so super smart dude. And basically he's starting to take challenges with us. And he asked me, he's like, man, like, is this, no one's supporting me in what I'm doing right now, right? Like, everyone's like, just get a job and use your degree and whatnot. That's obviously the most secure route. But I just said to him, and I said, listen, obviously, you gotta feed yourself, don't not like live in the street, whatever. But it's like, if you have the means to take the risk, to take advantage of this opportunity, people are getting paid out. People are making money with the funded trader, and just trading in general, people are making money. Is it easy? No, by any means, right? Is it an easy thing to do? No. But if you put together a plan, if you have an edge in the market, if you're able to discipline yourself, which in talking with him for a couple minutes, I could tell that he was like someone who definitely has the potential psychologically to make money versus some people I've talked to who's been trading for 3 years. Like, he just, for whatever reason, had the right mental makeup. So what I'm trying to get at is the opportunity is here. the beautiful part about our company is the people who deserve to get paid get paid. You know, the people that don't pass, people that aren't disciplined, they don't have a good plan, ultimately aren't getting paid. So it's a product of your own actions, and I personally think that's a beautiful thing. So I don't know, Matt, if you had anything to comment on that.
No, I mean, I think you nailed it. I mean, it just comes down to, what I love about the funded trader and just the space in general is exactly what you said, where it all comes down to your own personal effort. You're essentially you're an athlete, and you got to show up every day and perform. You got to get your mindset right. You got to be practicing, taking swings. I mean, it's real, but the potential payout, the payoff of this is amazing. And we've got people, to your point, who are getting payouts where it is literally life changing. But these aren't people who are just getting lucky. I think a lot of people also come into the space, hope, they're swinging they're just swinging as hard as they can, hoping that they're going to make it. And they end up losing. They get too greedy. They might have like a really great payout coming up, and they get greedy and they lose it all. Right? We see it all the time. Or people are just taking like really dumb trades. They're just not following their own protocols, and it's just like, at the end of the day, if you guys want to come in here and be a part of this growing payout number here, this is going to hit 20 million, very soon. You just got to come in and get the right mindset, and that's why we always do the Nobility series at the end of the session. It's like, so much of this is obviously the tactical, practical, learning of how to actually trade, but a lot of it's also just getting disciplined over your own mindset and leveling up as a person. So yeah, guys, this is always the metric that we care about the most, is how much are we actually paying out our traders, our community's growing, etc. But, I was just very amazed to see that, this is a 25% increase from the total payouts from last month, right? So to your point, Angela, we were at 10 million last community update. We're at 13 million right now. Yep. So it's just very inspiring to see this number consistently grow. And guys, we got some really cool things coming out that we're going to talk about from our product roadmap that I think people are going to be really pumped about as well, and giving people more opportunities to get involved in TFT.
Yes, sir. All right, so moving on, one of the highlights from this past month, TikTok with Tory Trades. So new content video. We were putting out the weekly recap videos, and honestly, a lot of people just weren't interested in them. It just wasn't that engaging of content. So I went to the team and I said, what are some ideas that we can do for a new type of video to put out there? Obviously, Tori, for people that know, she's very creative. She's very passionate about trading. It's the reason that we brought her onto the team, and she makes things fun. So this was one of the videos that was recommended to put together. I believe Adam recommended to put this together, so I'm going to do a shout out to him. So it came out, definitely went really well. A lot of people enjoyed it. Tons of comments, like tons of reactions to the video. So we're going to start to put out more content like this. This one's going to be coming out every Monday, give or take if there's like something else coming out, like a vlog or something. But every Monday we're going to try to get out every week. And there's more content to come too. I'm going to start making some more content myself. I already recorded 2 videos that I think you guys are going to like. One of them's Are Prop Firms a Scam? And one of them is 5 lessons I wish someone told me before I became a CEO. So a lot of content coming out, guys. And obviously shout out to Tori Trades, because she's always crushing it.
Yeah, I mean, look at these comments, right? I mean, like, it's really cool to see that we put out a new content piece. But people, I mean, I watched the video, I was literally dying laughing. It was absolutely hilarious. Just not only the memes, but watching Tori's reactions was phenomenal. So yeah, guys, we're obviously just trying to have some fun too. Forex is very serious. It's very like, we're heads down. There's a lot of emotion, but I think what's cool about the Monday, TikTok with Tory Trades, I think it's a fun way to start the week and realize that, hey guys, we don't take our life so seriously as well. We can have fun doing this too. So yeah, I love the one where it's like literally, the first one, I enjoyed that and also had a pretty good laugh. Not a giggle, a laugh, an actual LOL. And like literally the same thing happened to me.
Yeah. I'm a big meme guy. I'm always watching comedy and things online. So any type of content that we can make, which is actually like humor, like filled with humor, like people are laughing, like that's amazing to me. So definitely want to bring more of that out to you guys. I'm glad everybody enjoyed that. And again, shout out to Tori for crushing the video. All right, so another win. We hit 20,000 Instagram subscribers. This is really just a shout out to the entire community engagement team. So we have a ton of people behind the scenes, from editors to Alessa and Rusty to our community managers, Dennis and Shane, like everybody behind the scenes, like actually helping out with everything that's going on. Really shout out to them because they're the ones that are making all of this happen. And hitting 20,000 on Instagram, I mean, it's an amazing feat. Like we want to celebrate every single milestone that we hit as a company, because at the end of the day, at one point or another, we had one follower, right? We had one follower, and hitting 20,000 would be an amazing thing at that time. So we obviously have the vision. We're going to keep being consistent, but we want to celebrate, and all of you should as well. You know, whether there was like some guy, he got a $700 payout. Yeah, it's not $50,000, but it's still $700, right? It's still a win. And so I do believe that everything should be celebrated to an extent. So shout out to the team for obviously making this happen. A lot of things to come when it comes to community engagement. Not going to mention it too much in this webinar, but all I got to say are big things are coming from that end. So we had a report this month. We were featured in US News and World Report. So the Funded Trader kind of had a cameo in there where we commented on Forex scams, trading currencies in general, how to avoid scams. So we're going to start to be a contributor to some of these articles in the market and some of these news outlets more and more. Obviously, we have a lot of information when it comes to trading, when it comes to traders, and obviously just our company in general. Like we have a lot of ideas to share with the world. So we have a PR team that's now working with us, that's helping get our name out there. I think it's going to be important. You know, doing this is going to help us get verified on Instagram and social platforms. And I think there's no other platform that's even verified, and I don't know why. So getting verified is going to be big, and then also trying to put our name out there for some type of awards, some type of conferences, you know, places for me to go and talk about what we're doing and stuff like that. That's going to be big. So if you haven't checked out the article, I believe the link is in the announcements in the Discord. So definitely go check it out. And yeah, and I'll say this. I'm going to go back a second. I'll say this. I'm a busy guy, so there might be a ghostwriter, you know, that's writing for me. But you know what? We're still putting it out there. I'm a busy guy, so I'm doing my best to type up. But like when they say I need to write 750 words, that's an essay. That's not a sentence. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're pulling out all the stops, as they say.
We're just cloning Angelo. It's fine.
I think I'm doing a decent job, but yeah, we definitely need to clone me, and mainly Carlos. We need to clone him. All right, so I'm gonna leave this slide up to you, Matt.
Yeah, you know, we're always growing our team. You know, obviously the company's growing, which means that we need to continue to build out our operations, our team, all sorts of good stuff. And so we're really pleased to welcome 2 new roles this month. Roger's been a just game changer for the team. He's been awesome, really helping us level up. He's an account investigation specialist, so when things happen, he's constantly in the weeds, like looking at accounts, making sure things are appropriate. You know, if there's issues with accounts, he'll look at those. If there's potential, you know, scams and things like that, he's involved in that as well. So he's just been a phenomenal asset. We originally hired him for more of a support role, like a support specialist. But given his background and his passion, he was just the perfect fit for this role. And we kind of co-created it just because we were kind of talking internally about, you know, growing out this area of the business, but we were just early in the formation of that idea. And then we interviewed him, and it just became very obvious for us that this role needed to be created. It needed to be him. And so we're really pumped to have Roger on the team. He's been phenomenal. And then we also have Brian. You know, Brian is someone that both Angela and I know and we've known for a bit, and he's just been a great resource in other capacities. But we brought him on as well. We trust Brian tremendously. He's part of the Payouts team. So for everyone who's been, you know, sharing, you know, some feedback about payouts and speed, etc., you know, we're bringing on more team members to make that faster. And so, you know, on our end, we've got some more positions we're going to be hiring. So, Angela, if you just want to click over to the next slide, you guys, anyone who does want to apply to the funded trader, you're welcome to reach out to our team. You can essentially reach out to me at hiring@thefundedtraderprogram.com. We are in the process right now of hiring support associates.
I'm dead. Supper associates. Yeah, we're hiring people to help with dinner. Supper associates.
Yeah. We'll also have some lunchtime associates and maybe some breakfast.
Yo, I'm dead. Oh my god. But yeah, like you're saying, we're hiring. I think the most important role that we're hiring is the business tech analyst. How many applications do you already have for that from all over the place?
Over 80.
Yeah, we have over 80 applications for that, and that's not even looking at LinkedIn. Like, I mean, LinkedIn's a bit of a shit show, but there's a lot of applications on there as well. So if y'all are interested, I believe it's up on Indeed right now, right? The job.
Yeah, we actually paused it just because we have so many applicants and a lot of them are actually qualified. But if you do, we went on Indeed. The truth of the matter is the business technology analyst position is a very technical role, and we need very specific, experience, skill sets. We do require a bachelor's degree for this role. So we went on Indeed to really source someone for this role. But you can go on Indeed, you can search it, it's there. But if you do want to submit a resume, if you have technical background, like actually being like a business analyst, a technology analyst, we're looking for people who have, some coding experience, people who have product development experience, WordPress experience, can essentially engineer solutions. That's what we're looking for. And so it's a very technical role. This would be a full-time, if you're in the US, this is a full-time W-2 salary where you would have benefits. You'll actually be on the TFT team. So it's a very exciting role. So if you have that background, you have that interest, we're a team that would love to have you. And then, yes, the support associates, this is really...
I'm dying, Matt, because somebody wrote in the chat, I make good pasta.
I'm not on the pasta game right now, and I'm on Whole30, so I can't eat pasta.
Yeah,
so.
we don't want to talk about pasta around Matt. He's gonna get sad.
That's it. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I'm a little salty over the no pasta right now. So that might be a detriment to applying. But
it's all right. Later on.
These are entry level support roles that we are looking for our shift number 3. For the support team. So again, if you want to join the team on support and be on the live chat with us, we are looking for some people that would be, I think it's from the 12 a.m. to the 9 a.m. shift Eastern. I think that's the shift that we're hiring for right now. But in any case, yeah, guys, feel free to submit your resume. I do ask that you submit a resume, share a cover letter, or at least explain why you're interested in the position, what value you can bring to the organization, and you'll get an autoresponder from it as well. And then I'll reach out to those who are qualified and invite them for an interview when the time is appropriate. So definitely appreciate you guys sharing your interest in the team. We're definitely growing, and we'll be announcing more roles and opportunities in the next community update as well.
Yeah, and I just want to comment, to this point, we've been hiring a lot of people, sourcing them from Discord and just our other communities who've been extremely passionate about our company, in general, and obviously they have skills. But moving forward, we really want to start to take an approach where we do source the best talent for TFT. Not to say that those people aren't, but we're starting to leverage Indeed, leverage LinkedIn, right? Start to really build out these roles and responsibilities that these positions do have. That way we are bringing on the top talented people into our company, because ultimately, as the company grows, I can only do so many things, and Carlos can only do so many things, and Matt can only do so many things. So we need to delegate these responsibilities down to other people that are on the team. We need to be able to support them, give them an environment to thrive in, and just continue to bring them along, in their careers, because ultimately they're looking for job opportunities. And as a fast-growing company, that's something that we can definitely afford to these people. And I've seen a few times in the chat people asking about the office for TFT. If the office does gets started this year or whoever, it's definitely going to be in South Florida. It's going to be in Miami. And I think another thing that's interesting is that in regards to planning that out, we would want to start to hire more people that are based in South Florida to really have the team stationed, more down there. We're a completely remote organization right now. Like everybody that works on TFT is completely remote. I think there's two people that live in the same vicinity on our team, Florian and Piri. Like they live in the same area in Australia. But other than that, everybody is completely remote in different states. We're in the US, Matt's in Cali, I'm in Florida, Carlos is in Jersey, Nick's actually in Jersey too. So I think getting the team together and obviously you guys together, but considering that's not going to happen, in the next month or so, we are going to be having these events. So we polled in the Discord about the next TFT experience, that's what we're calling it, and you guys voted on doing a treasure hunt. We put that idea together, and logistically we did that last time, the scavenger hunt. It's a lot to plan out, so we actually are planning something in September. It's going to be in Miami. It's going to be fun. I'm not going to say what it is, but we're going to invite people out, and someone's going to win, a bunch of cash, and it's going to be pretty entertaining. I will say this. We've done our studying on some other big YouTubers on what they do, and it's going to be a fun time. So hopefully, if you guys are interested in coming out, apply. I'm going to put info out there. But yeah, more TFT experiences to come. So let's get into the next slide here. I know this is Matt's favorite slide, product updates. So we're going to get into what are some company initiatives. I'll start off with what's going on here. So the Trade Hub, we've been talking about this for literally months, right? And this is a big project. Like, we don't want to get this wrong. This is going to be a huge update. This is something that requires a ton of testing, a ton of attention, and we simply can't mess this up. And that's really just what it comes down to. So it's extremely important that it comes out and it's working exactly as it should in order to make the user experience better, because that's ultimately what the goal is. So for those that don't know, we're consolidating. Right now we have WordPress. On WordPress, you can check out, you have a login, you have the affiliate portal, and then you have the dashboard. So the dashboard, you monitor your account, you can follow it during the challenge and whatnot. So it's two different logins right now. So we're consolidating those into one Trade Hub. So you'll be able to purchase challenges in the Trade Hub, register for competitions, see the leaderboard, see your account, right? Everything else, there's announcements, stuff like that. That is done. So it says coming soon. That's just because it is now in like the final stages. We were supposed to push it live September 4th, but it's Labor Day weekend. So everyone's kind of in the US going to be on holiday. So we're moving it to September 10th. So we're working on putting out a video to show you guys the final product, tutorials, stuff like that. So Trade Hub coming out soon. I don't know, Matt, if you want to comment any more on it.
No, it's just we talk about it. It's one of the most exciting projects we're working on, and yeah, when we get this into your guys' hands, we couldn't be more excited. So yeah, stay tuned. It'll be here in the next week and a half. What is that, like in 10, 11, 12 days, almost 2 weeks?
Yeah.
We're really pumped to have this out there, guys.
Yeah, like George said in the chat, it's late. It's really late. All right, so instant funding. This is something that you guys voted on. This is contingent on the Trade Hub coming out. So once the Trade Hub comes out, that's when we're going to be looking to do the instant funding program. We've also recently migrated to Deal for payouts. That's very important to be able to handle more volume in payouts. And obviously hiring Brian, who's helping with payouts as well, is going to be integral in kind of launching the instant funding. There's going to be a lot more payouts, a lot more requests. So we want to make sure that we can handle that internally so it doesn't disrupt the other things that we have going on. So at this point, I would say, I said this originally like Q4. I'm just going to put December 2022 for the instant funding. So end of Q4, that's when we're looking to really launch this, by Christmas time. Christmas morning, maybe buy your parents' instant funding account. Who knows, right? Who knows? But yeah, that's coming in December, and then I'll let you touch on the website redesign, just because you've been in touch and been helped manage that project too.
Yeah, and we've got a couple of slides here that show you guys some of the designs we're going with, and it's been a really cool process. Angela's been getting feedback from the community as well, but we're redesigning the corporate website for TFT, and we're making it super interactive, really fun, really dialing in our updated brand logo, which is very similar to the old logo. It's just enhanced. I would say it's just a more professional version of the logo, stronger version, and we're really leaning into this whole kingdom theme, right? The night theme. So these are some images of what they're designing right now, and then we've got the full website being built out. It's going to have some animations and it's going to be interactive. So it's going to be a lot of fun, but it'll still be very clean. The performance will be very strong. And this project will be out in the next couple of months as well. But we've been sharing with the community, getting some feedback from you guys. You can vote on what you guys like as a part of this process. So, this isn't just our website. It's obviously the community's website as well. We want to get your guys' feedback as we're going through this design process with a firm out of the UK. They've been, I don't know, I feel like they've been great to work with, Angelo. Like, I've been very pleased with the back and forth and how willing they are to receive our feedback and go, we hear you guys, and they update things very quick.
Yeah, no, they've been amazing to work with. We did our due diligence. We interviewed a lot of different agencies to work with for the website, and this is just one of the most important things, to have a website that works, that's visually appealing, mobile friendly, right, where you have all the information about our company and the challenge and everything going on. So I think it's going to be amazing. Like Matt said, it's going to be all animated, so all these things you guys see on the screen, this dragon, these knights and stuff, they're all going to be moving. I think it's going to be memorable at the end of the day. The website's going to be extremely memorable, and there is a poll going on right now between these two versions of the site. And if right now this one is in the lead, this one to the left, so this one, the colored one, is currently in the lead by like 17 people. We were thinking about doing like a dark mode and a light theme mode. So during the day, maybe the light theme's on. During the night, the dark mode's on. But yeah, the whole goal for us has always been to gamify this entire thing. Someone said it looks like a video game. We're taking inspiration from RuneScape, Minecraft, like all these different games, other video games. And I think that's what makes this fun, is if the competitions, the leaderboard, everything that's going on, achievements, right? Like making this kind of like Call of Duty. I think that's ultimately what's going to create a user experience that all of our traders are going to love, and they're going to want to share and like have other people join in on it. And I think the most amazing thing is kind of offering these free things like the free competition, Discord, giveaways, so that the people that aren't ready yet to take challenges can still, be involved to some extent and try everything out. So yeah, I agree. Website design has been great. That's targeted to come out October 2022, so another month. We got a little behind on it, but that's just because we're trying to make it the best that it possibly can be. So we're just going back and forth with them. And then we've got last thing here, so 10,000 and 25,000 challenges. So people have voted on this so many times. They've requested this a lot, and I understand there's people that are in different situations that simply just want smaller challenge sizes because they can afford this. And so this is something that we're going to be coming out with very soon, November 2022. So you guys will have the ability to buy 10K and 25K challenges. Obviously, it's just something that everybody wants, so something that's going to be coming to you guys. And that's pretty much it for the company initiatives. I don't know, Matt, if you have anything else you want to comment on.
I was so excited to get to this point because, some of the first comments of the community update today have been like, hey, when are you guys doing $10,000, $25,000 challenges? And it's one of the most requested things. I know Deal was also one of the most requested products that we implement, and we listened to you guys and we implemented that last month. So we're really excited to get this going. And personally speaking, this just means that we can impact more traders. And to your point, the goal here is how do we really impact people all around the world? And this to me is more about access, creating more access to capital and opportunity for people, regardless of where you are in the world, regardless of what your situation is. So we're really pumped about this. I think it's a really meaningful project for the company. And hopefully that you guys, for those who've been really looking for TFT to, double down and create these kinds of product offerings, these account sizes, hopefully you guys can take advantage of that now in the coming months and really get some accounts underneath you and get some payouts. We're really pumped about that. So personally speaking, Angelo, this is like a very meaningful project even for me, thinking about the impact we're going to have. people around the world.
Yeah, and I mean, Matt's kind of surveying all of your guys' recommendations or requests all the time, and this is definitely one that's at the forefront, so it's just about time that we bring this to you guys. And I know at one point I had said TFT will never have 25K challenges. Well, guess what? Sometimes you gotta bend a little bit for the people. So yeah, that'll be coming out soon. Let's get into some stats and metrics. So we're just gonna cover again total number of payouts. If you guys have not yet posted on your IG story that you are on the webinar, in order to qualify for the 200K giveaway, have to post on your IG story. This would now be a good slide to post. Post that we got 13 million in payouts, up 2.7 from last month. Obviously, people are crushing it. That's one of the bigger numbers. Total funded accounts, 4,200. New funded accounts this month, 643. We're going to start, there's a video that's going to be coming out when we hit 10K subscribers on YouTube. It's going to be called the stats, the truth about prop firms. And in that video, I'm going to drop a lot of stats. We're going to talk about the pass rates. Somebody actually asked a bunch of good questions, like out of scalpers, day traders, and swing traders, who's the most profitable? How consistent are the profitable or are the funded traders? Meaning, how often do they fail their accounts, right? Just more statistics on actually everything that's going on when it comes to the pass rate, the failure rate, and everything like that. So that video is going to drop when we hit 10K subscribers on YouTube. So make sure to subscribe to us so that you guys can get access to that video because that'll be coming out soon. So we're going to end it off with the Nobility series. So I'm going to hand it off to you, Matt.
Yeah, I know I go on rants on these, and so yeah, I'm just very passionate about thinking through how we can, we're at the end of a month, we're entering a new month, and so it's a great time for reflection. It's a great time to think about, the progress we've made over the last 30 days, the challenges we've encountered, what we're learning, and how we can apply that wisdom of our human experience to level up and make progress, right? Instead of falling back, but taking steps forward. How do we do that in the month of September? And so for the month of September, I want to bring to you guys the theme clarity, that we're going to grow and succeed through a commitment to developing a sense of clarity, right? And ultimately what this means is acknowledging, number one is acknowledging, and then aligning to our highest purpose. So knowing what truly matters in our life. There's a lot of things that are happening in the world, and I know that a lot of people in the world, there's different situations, circumstances, lots going on in our personal life. There's inflation. There's, I really feel for the people in Pakistan. We have team members in Pakistan. I've got some of my best friends out there as well, and their families are there. So it's, I know there's a lot happening in the world, but I want everyone to really think about today, why are you doing this? What's actually driving your desire to get a funded account, to, be a good person? What is actually driving you, and to get clear on what matters in your life? And is it coming from a place of lack, a place of scarcity, a place of fear, right? Is it coming from that lower level vibration, if you will? It's a lower level way of thinking and being, or is it coming from a more powerful stance where, you're motivated, you're excited, you're doing it for, not just yourself, but for other people? Get clear, right? Like, look at this photo in the background, right? It's a beautiful image of water. It's very clear. It's a lake or whatever it might be. The point is, you can't, like, if you have muddy water, you have no idea where to go, right? Like, you need to let the mud in the water chill out and just, like, sink down to the bottom so you can actually see. And what that resembles is all the craziness that's probably in your head right now, that's in your life, letting it chill out for a minute, getting clear on what matters, and moving forward. So to your point, Angelo, I think it's, a beautiful story that you had earlier about that one person who reached out to you from the community who, a lot of people in his life were saying to do the opposite, right? Like, hey, like, you need to get a good job and, create, and I'm not saying you don't do those things, but, you need to get clear on what matters to you. Stop thinking and stop reacting and stop living a life that other people are telling you to do. get very clear on what is motivating you, what is driving you, why you're doing things. And when you get clarity, then you can use that to align to taking proper action moving forward, right? So I just want to kind of bring some of this to the table because the month of September tends to be a challenging month of the year. And I think that what we want to do is we want to bring in a sense of just like calm clarity this month and to get clear on like what's important, what your protocols are, what's working, what's not working, and what you need to improve upon. And I think if you guys can do that for 30 days to really reflect on those 3 questions, honestly, is probably one of the best ways to get clarity on how to make improvements in your life. I believe I don't think it was Plato, but in any case, it was an ancient philosopher.
Oh my God, we're bringing Plato into this? God damn.
Bringing Plato in. No, but like, it's very real. And like the whole point is the 3 questions that can literally optimize every area of your life is what's going well, like what's working well. So acknowledge what's going well, get clear on that, get very clear on what needs work. What bullshit patterns you guys keep running into that are holding you back, and what can you do differently this time around to break that pattern, right? So keep doing what's really well. You want to get very clear on that, like double down on what's going very well, and then acknowledge what's not going well and eradicate it and break the pattern, and you guys are going to see massive gains this month. So just want to highlight that. Angela, I know you are a wordsmith yourself, and I know you think a lot about clarity and these virtues and the Nobility series as well. What comments do you have, or what resonates with you around this concept?
Yeah, I mean, this is something I'm trying to work on even myself, in business and in general, is clarity of thought, clarity to communicate. If you don't have absolute certainty as to the way that you're thinking, as to the way that you're approaching something, when you try to communicate that to somebody else, right, it's gonna be very unclear as to what you're trying to say. So I think in regards to communication, in regards to your skill set, in regards to trading, right, you have to be very clear as to what is the plan, what are you trying to accomplish with what you're doing. And in the case of what Matt was talking about, like, what is your why? I mean, someone last night talked about this a lot, and this is a very common concept, but like, why are you actually doing all of this stuff? And when the going gets tough, it's very important that you understand why you should keep pushing, right? Why you should keep going. If you don't have a very clearly defined reason why you're doing all these things, then what is the point of doing all these things, right? So I think the first step is looking internally, right? Figure out what are your whys? Why are you trying to make all this money? Why are you trying to do all this self-improvement? Why are you trying to improve all this skill set? Clearly define what all that is. We could talk about that for an hour, right? All those concepts, but clearly try to identify what are those things, and it's going to make everything else so much clearer. All decisions that you're making, people that you should talk to, right? It's trades you should be making. It's going to make everything easier. So clarity is definitely a good word for this month coming up. I definitely feel like with our team, we're gaining a lot of clarity as to the direction that we're going. Although we are startups, there's so many things going on. We are becoming more clear as to our direction, and we look forward to passing that along to you guys, because the more organized we get internally, the more cool, great team members we have internally that are crushing it, you guys are going to feel those results. You guys are going to feel those benefits in the forms of user experience, payouts being processed faster, right? Like better quality emails coming out. Like, you're going to feel all those improvements, better content. So yeah, something we're focusing on, something all of you guys should focus on as well. So as always, Matt, thank you for bringing the Nobility series to all of us. Hope you guys learned a thing or two on this. If we went too fast, this is recorded, so feel free to go back, watch the end of this video so you can see what Matt had to say again. So I just want to thank all of you for coming on, like everybody that's a supporter, traders, clients, community members. Thank you guys for joining us. This has obviously been an epic month, and we look forward to keeping the momentum going. And the key is the momentum, guys. So we want to keep the momentum going with everything. We want to keep listening to all of you guys. We're not going to run through Q&As on the webinar anymore. We're going to end it off here. We are starting to do AMAs in the Discord pretty regularly. So hop in there, hop in Discord. You can ask questions during those. But everything that we wanted to cover, we accomplished for today. So I'm gonna end it off there. Matt, if you have any final words for everybody.
It was, guys, it wasn't Plato. It was Seneca. It was
Oh my
Seneca,
God.
guys. You know, gotta make sure I get that right for the cameras, Angelo.
Yeah, because you're a big Greek philosophy guy, so I expect you to get those things right.
Well, we're going to talk more about, I think I've already got a theme for next month as well, and I'm going to dive a little bit deeper into the concept of stoicism, because I think for traders, it's probably one of the most powerful mental philosophies that you could adopt, and so I'm going to talk more about that. So yeah, we might be bringing in Seneca, Plato, and Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, Musonius Rufus, all these guys to the table next month. Who knows? I might just do an hour lecture on stoicism.
Man, I'm gonna literally put on a play. Like, I'm gonna literally recite lines and have a full fucking costume. These guys have no idea.
Angelo King, I'll be the Joker.
We're gonna enter the community webinar like in fucking role, like in roles, like in play next month, and people are gonna wonder like what's going on. We're just gonna do it for like 5 minutes, and then just like act like nothing happened. You think,
I'm in. We'll have to joust. We'll do a live joust.
You think I'm kidding too?
I know you're not.
Yeah. All right, guys. We're gonna announce the winner, 200K giveaway. Make sure you post it on your Instagram story. This is the last call. Don't be that guy that goes and watches this later and posts on your story. Not gonna qualify. I'm picking somebody right after this. So that's pretty much it. So appreciate y'all for hopping on. Another big month ahead of us. And yeah, signing off, TFT. Let's kill it this month.
Take care, guys.